Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Monica and thank you for stopping by. So last week I put out a video on my experience as a Jehovah's Witness and why I decided to leave the organization. So I've decided that this week I'm just going to put out a follow-up video, just a few questions that I feel like I've missed out on or I didn't touch on, and just help you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So I have the questions here. I'm just pulling them up on my phone, and I just want to thank everyone who left a comment, left a like, and took out some time to watch my story. I really appreciate it, and thank you all so much. I do hope you'll stay along for this journey and for me, to see me capture my life and share it with you all on YouTube. So I have the questions here and I'm just going to answer them right now. I was a Jehovah's Witness for 9 years officially. So I was born into the religion. So all my life I've been a part of it. I got baptized at the age of 15 and then I left when I was 24. So from 15 to 24, that's 9 years. So officially it was 9 years, but it was my whole life essentially. As mentioned, I got baptized at the age of 15, and in hindsight it wasn't really my decision. I just felt a bit of peer pressure that I'm getting a bit older and I need to, say that I'm part of this organization and get praised, because a lot of people were getting baptized, they were getting praised, and as a young person I also wanted to feel valued, important, and just be praised and be told that I'm doing something amazing. So that's why I decided to get baptized. I remember when I got baptized, like afterwards I cried so much because I was just so scared, and I feel like I knew, even though I didn't know, but I knew like I was doing something wrong because I cried. Like, why did I cry? But in all honesty, I didn't know I was doing something bad. But yeah, I wish I could take it back, because that was definitely a mistake on my side. But I was a young person who didn't know any better, and my family was supporting me, especially my mom. So it really felt good to be taking that next step. I left this religion quite abruptly for my family, my parents, who I was living with at the time. And yeah, I just decided that, you know what, I can't do this anymore. So I just told myself one day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the meetings for the last time, which I did. It was I think the theocratic ministry school. I can't remember the names properly anymore. I don't even care. But yeah, we had those meetings that you have during the week, and then I went and I was like, I just told myself like, this is literally the last time I'm going. Like, I'm so over this. I don't want to do this anymore. I was depressed. I was just in a very dark and bad space. So I went, I came back, and then the Sunday my mom woke me up to get ready for meetings, and I said, I'm not going. And she's like, what do you mean you're not going? And I was like, I am not going. You can go, I'll see you when you come back. And she was so upset, but they left. They thought maybe something was wrong, maybe I'm not feeling well. Came back, what's wrong, what's going on? I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not for me. And my parents were really upset. Like, every week was so hard. Like, my dad would throw so much shade. Oh my gosh, my dad is such a shady person, and he was just making some weird remarks about like, oh, people don't love God anymore, and just weird comments like that. And it was just so difficult for me because I was also going through depression at the time, and no one was even taking note about that. No one was even noticing that I'm going through a bad space. They were just constantly trying to enforce this religion upon me, but I just wanted to be alone. I wanted to be alone. I didn't even want to see the few friends that I had because I was so depressed. But in hindsight, depression truly saved my life, and I will create another video where I talk more in detail about me leaving, elders coming to see me not once but twice, and how I just stuck it through and, you know, stay true to myself. Oh, and I didn't I didn't write a letter of disassociation or anything like that. And why I didn't do that is because of, I feel like this religion or organization has controlled my life so much. Like, they don't deserve a letter from me or me explaining myself going further. And I did. I dated 2 guys, both trash. One was a pedophile because he was like quite older than me, very older than me, and he started talking to me when I was like 16. But you know, the religion, there's just so many there's like so many, not so many, there's like so few, not many, so few men. And even when you're young, you're conditioned to just be a good wife, you know, be eligible so that brothers can approach you. So this brother approached me, and we like had a friendship, and we started officially dating I think when I was 18. And he kept asking me about when am I losing my V card a lot, and we dated for like a few years actually, on and off. But he also helped me to leave the religion because of when he was researching and realizing that, okay, there's a lot of issues with this religion, he was sharing it with me at times, but it was just a lot for me. Like, I definitely wasn't ready to just take in all of that information, so I didn't really pay it much attention. And then we broke up eventually, and I just moved on with my life. He's moved on. Yeah, he actually recently reached out, weirdo, but that's not about him. And I also dated another brother when I can't remember, I think I was still in university, and he was also in university, about to graduate. I was a year behind him, so I was going to graduate the next year. No, I was going to graduate in 2 years time. He was about to graduate the next year, so he was in his final year, I was in my second year. Yes. And that relationship was just so toxic because he went into it with his own agenda and knowing what it is that he wanted from that relationship clearly. And I went into it thinking like, wow, I found a potential husband because he had all of the qualities that I liked. You know, he was career driven, but yet spiritual, and still a modern guy who wasn't so oppressive or didn't undermine women. So I really appreciated that. But then we didn't even last long. Like 4 months later we broke up because he wanted us to sleep together, and I was not ready. Men stay trash, Christian or not, JW or not, men stay trash, but JW men are worse. Oh, and then there was like one more guy as well, and oh my gosh, he was so boring. So after the whole episode with the guy I was seeing while still in university, I met another guy and he liked me, and he reached out to me and he said, let's go on a date. And I was like, okay, we can go on a date, I don't mind. And he wanted us to go to field service before the date. So imagine, we must first go stand in the sun, hand out books to people, and then go on a date all sweaty and tired. And I was like, that is not gonna fly with me, sir. You either take me out on a date or you don't. I'm not gonna go out here, do field service first, and then go on a date with you. Like, he was so boring. And he would call me all the time asking me, what are your spiritual goals? Are you studying? How's your personal study going? And I was just like, I did not sign up for this, honestly. So he was boring, didn't go anywhere. We didn't even really date, we were just talking. And yeah, I think he was the last, no, he wasn't actually the last JW guy I spoke to. There was another one I spoke to in 2017. or 2018. He was very shady, very shady, and I didn't appreciate just how shady some of these guys were. Like, he made a lot of sexual comments and asked like inappropriate questions, but then covered it up with acting very spiritual and just acting like he's a good brother. Yeah, just really put me off. So yeah, my experiences with JW guys have not been the best, and that's okay. I'm really okay with that. In all honesty, I can't really think of any good moments. Like, the good moments were quite boring and mediocre and just okay. I didn't make any lifelong friendships within the religion. But I did actually. I did meet a few great people, and I think that's the only great thing that happened, you know, within this religion. I'll speak more on that, but no great moments, to be honest, but a lot of funny moments, a lot of funny moments where people were physically fighting, and there were like cliques within the organization or the congregation. There were like a lot of cliques, and I just found it all so funny, honestly. I remember an incident where we'll call him brother A. Brother A has a car that needs to get fixed. So he approaches brother B and tells brother B that I need to get my car fixed. Can your son help me? And the brother B says, sure, reach out to him. So he does that. Brother A goes to brother B's house, and brother B's son works on his car and gets it fixed. So he needs a new car part, and that car part, he gives brother B's son money to buy that car part that needs to be installed in his car. So brother B's son is all shady and takes the money and just puts in an old car part. So brother A realizes this and then tells brother B that what his son did, and brother B tells his son, no, you need to do the right thing. You need to give this man his money back and just, you know, cut ties or fix his car properly. So the son is like, no way, I did my job. So what brother A does is he is at his house now and calls brother B's son and says, can you please come over to my house, like you can, so that we can just sort out the situation, essentially. And there's like another issue with my other vehicle that I want you to look at. So brother B's son goes, and he's like, okay, I'm here to check out the car and so we can talk. So brother A says, no, come into my house, let's just first sit and talk. So brother B's son, okay, we need to give brother B's son a name because B's son is gonna keep confusing me. We'll call him brother C. Brother C, yes. So brother A goes into the house and brother C follows him and sits down. Brother A locks the door and he says, okay, you stole my money and you're gonna pay for it. So he calls his son brother A and says, bring the sambok. And a sambok, for people who don't know, is essentially a whip. And they bring a whip and they whip this boy in their house. Like, they whip him, he's like shouting, all of that. Finally they let him go. He leaves the house, runs off and goes to the police station. The police come back with him and they explain the situation and they talk it out, essentially. And I can't even remember how it got resolved, but essentially I just know that police were even involved and they had to talk it out. Brother A now thinks the matter has been resolved. I don't know what happened. Probably maybe the son, brother C, paid him back, or I don't know. At this point we don't even know anything in the congregation. We don't know anything about the situation. So it's a Sunday now, we at a meeting and we are listening to some brother give a public talk. We're just sitting minding our own business and we just hear the loudest, it was such a weird sound. It sounded like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like just the loudest bang, but someone tried to like muffle the sound, because it was a loud bang but it sounded very muffled. And I was like, what the hell? And then I just hear people like, there he goes, there he goes. And I'm like, what the hell, what's going on, what's going on? So I'm like trying to duck low, and I'm like pushing my knees down. I'm like, what is going on? Is there like a gunman here, or you know? Hold on, my lights just went out. I'm back. That was load shedding. For those that don't know, here in South Africa, the electricity just randomly leaves throughout the day for a few hours. So I'm gonna be quick and just finish up this video. So as mentioned, we just hear this loud bang, and I'm like, what is going on? Is there someone like attacking us here, or you know? I look back as people are pointing out, there he goes, there he goes, and I just see someone running out. So what happened is Brother C came back with a crowbar, and hit Brother A on his back, because he was still pissed about the whole situation. And like meetings had to be halted, like they had to be halted because people were like just shocked, scared, frightened, and like people ran out trying to chase him. I remember this one lady was holding her baby because of, actually Brother A is her father. Yes, Brother A is her father. So his daughter was holding her baby, and when she saw this, she like literally just threw her baby to someone she didn't even know who she was just throwing the baby towards, and tried to like run after Brother C. Some lady, oh, Brother C's mother was also there, and she tried to run after him as well to ask him like, what are you doing? And like her shoe broke. Like it was such a mess. At the time it wasn't funny, but like now when I think about it, I'm like, wow, that was a very messy situation, and so funny. And also the norm, like there were so many fights in our congregation. I remember like people fought during a meeting once, and like glasses were like lopsided during the fight. Just grown men and their egos. Ugh. Always a mess. But yes, there was like a lot of funny moments, definitely. There was a lot of problematic moments, like a lot. But one that really sticks out to me is one that I remember from childhood, where an elder said during a talk that a woman is never allowed to say no to sex from her husband. The only 2 times she can say no is when she's on her period or when she's very sick. And I was like, that is just so problematic. Like even as a child, I think I was like 10 years old when I heard this, and I was like, really? This doesn't sound right. And even till today, it has really stuck with me. Like that was just so problematic. But there's a lot of problematic things, like a lot. I just can't think about them, but there's a lot. I only have one friend within the organization, and I really cherish our friendship. She's one of the people that have stuck by me throughout this time. She still practices, and I'm still okay with that. I'm not trying to change her point of view. She's not trying to change mine, and we can honestly have conversations about, you know, our experiences within the religion and people, but I honestly don't go into much detail. I've never told her about the what do you call this, the Royal Commission. Actually, like I'm not trying to change her mind, because she's in a relationship and she's quite happy, and I'm conflicted about telling her in detail. So if she sees this video, friend, I love you and you mean a lot to me. Yeah, I'm not trying to change anyone. Essentially, I'm happy I'm out, and if she wants to leave, I'm here to support her. If she wants to stay, I'm still here to support her. Like for me, the most important thing is free will, the will to practice whatever belief or religion that you want to practice. It's all up to you, and just respecting people, and also just expecting the same essentially from other people, the same energy, so people to respect me as well, respect my beliefs, and just be okay with them. No, I don't practice any religion. I'm not religious. I don't know what I believe in, so I would be categorized as agnostic, and I'm really okay with that. It has opened up my mind to different types of religions, and being able to just consume information without being biased and just being willing to learn is something that I really enjoyed. So I'm just observing, not looking to join any religion, and I'm really okay with it. I'm not eager to believe anything, and I still respect people who believe in God, who are still practicing any religion. I still respect that, and as long as you're happy, I'm happy. We are all good in the hood. I am definitely so much more happier. I am at peace with myself. I am so much more content, and I feel fulfilled with my life, you know, in terms of spirituality, religion, all of that. I feel very fulfilled and happy. My mental health is in a much better space, and I just have so much confidence in myself right now, and I really believe my gut. I listen to it, I trust it, and I am so sure of myself. And that's one thing I truly lacked when I was still within the organization, where I constantly needed validation from other people that I'm doing a good job. I needed validation in terms of, should I do something or not? Will the elders agree with this? Would the congregation be okay? If people knew I was doing this, would they be okay, or would they judge me? And right now I'm not dealing with any of that. I make my own choices. I live my life the way I want to live it, and I have genuine people around me, people who love me for who I am, who support me and encourage me, and don't care whether I believe in God or not, whether if I report a high number of hours a month or not. This is in terms of field service for those who don't know, or if I'm deemed spiritual or not. Like, none of that matters with the people that I have in my life right now. You know, we have honest conversations about life. We're learning from each other and just observing each other's experiences and taking part in it, and it is so beautiful, and I'm really enjoying it. And just to sum it all up, I'm definitely happier. My relationship with my parents has drastically improved as well. I am so fortunate that my mother and father did not cut ties with me. They love me and they support me, they care about me. And yes, they still talk about the religion now and then, but I am now able to openly discuss my feelings and how I feel. And my mom will just be there like, you're an apostate, no. But I still openly talk to her about it, and she'll just say like, no, this is a true religion for me, I'm gonna stick by it. And I'm like, that's okay, that's really okay. I'm also gonna stick by what I believe, and I'm happy where I am. So yeah, life is much better right now, and I'm really happy. So yeah, the next video is just going to be me in more detail, just talking about how I lived and where I am right now in my life, and yeah, just more about this journey of leaving. I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day going forward, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.